Trickle, 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 trickle. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Kendrick McMichaels. What's going on? Brandon Aldridge. What's going on? C, my dog in the building. What's going on, everybody? I have to talk to y'all about a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of things we gotta cover. A lot of things we gotta talk about. First, let's talk about. Well, y'all know I gotta get this started off right. Obviously, y'all know how it goes. So, y'all know I gotta want me. You know, one with the vocals real quick. Yo! On LCameraTV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the show. Cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, what is going on right now? What is going on? First of all, the Carolina Panthers let Dontari Poe hit free agency, which is to be expected. What's going on, D Young? That's to be expected. He costs too much. We saving $9 million just by letting him hit free agency. So that's to be expected. Those were some moves. I'm also expecting Mike Davis, the running back, to be let go also. So to free up some cap space. And free agency is right around the corner. They might pick up Shaq Lawson, the DN, or Vic Beasley. Tab, what's happening? I haven't seen you in a minute. What's going on, Tab? I hope YouTube is sending my notifications out, because what people been saying, they ain't getting a notification. So what's going on, Tab? What's going on, C? What's happening with y'all? You know what I'm saying? So like I said, there's a lot of. I just think we should get a pass rusher, maybe a Vic Beasley. Brian Lee, what's happening, bro? Vic Beasley's out there, Shaq Lawson's out there. We'll see how that goes. We should also get a DN. You know what I'm saying? That would be cool. I wouldn't be mad if we got a corner too. So we'll see how the money falls out. But I think we should definitely get a receiver in the draft. But this is gonna be crazy, because let's talk about this coronavirus and how it is changing. I'm not gonna lie, this is some serious stuff. Like, at first I didn't think it was gonna be, it was a virus like usually, swine flu and all this other stuff. But this is changing a lot. Like, it stopped all the sports. It stopped, basketball, football, baseball, NHL. Everything came to a screeching halt. And one is shocking. Two, I don't know about y'all. I still have to go to work, which sucks, to be honest with y'all. But I know a lot of the places are like, Brandon Aldridge don't want Vic Beasley. I understand, just throwing some pass rushers out there. We'll see who they go after. But I do want it to be somebody young. We're definitely going to need like every position. Besides running back and maybe quarterback, we're going to need a lot of positions. So that's definitely that. And people are saying maybe we should get back Thomas Davis. I don't know. I don't think Matt Rule is going to want somebody from the old regime and the new regime. We'll see how that whole thing works out. But I like Thomas Davis. I think he'll be a good linebacker for us. But, he's riding for Ron. So it's like, it's kind of hard to try to change the situation and bring in somebody from the old school. That's probably not what they're going to do. But, like, this coronavirus has sent everything to a screeching halt, which is surprising. And I think that's going to affect a lot of things, especially who we draft, because that means you're missing a lot of pro days. You're missing a lot of, private interviews and workouts and all kinds of stuff. Everybody's been grounded. And it's crazy. It's crazy right now. So, As far as free agency though, I hope the Panthers can make some moves. I hope they can get some players that are really gonna make an impact. But I want us to get a young pass rusher. If we do get a pass rusher, I think he said they were trying to get back Mario Addison. I don't know why. I like Mario Addison, but he's 32. You got a young pass rusher in Brian Burns. You have to get another young pass rusher to go along with him so they can kind of dominate together. But we'll see how that whole thing plays out. I think Shaq Lawson had his best season yet. I think he had 6.5 sacks. So I seen that. Now, mind you, I don't get how this man got another year. But again, Will Grier played so badly that it was kind of stuck, to be honest with you. He played horrible. Will Grier played horribly. For a third-round pick, he looked like straight doo-doo. So, I mean, it is what it is. I hope those can still get paid for this. I hope so, too. These companies need to just pay us our checks while we stay at home. I ain't gonna lie. I also was thinking about doing a gaming channel while I'm at home doing nothing. But, you know what I'm saying? If everything gets quarantined, y'all probably gonna see me on YouTube a lot more, doing gaming channels, doing all this other kind of stuff. So we'll see about that. But, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Free agency is going to be kind of different this year because of everything that's going on. So we'll see. Anthony Cannizaro from the Colts got re-signed. A bunch of people got re-signed. So, but I think their main thing should be either getting a pass rusher. Because if they go Derek Brown, what's going on Monday 2K? If they get Derek Brown, they're going to need a pass rusher to go along with K'Wan Short, Brian Burns, Derek Brown, and, whatever. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. What else? Oh, yeah. The draft is going to be amazing. I can't wait for that. They're saying it's going to go on as usual. I don't think so. I think that junk can get pushed back. Be honest with you. Because this thing is coming. Like, this whole thing is changing everybody's schedule. I don't think the draft is going to be held at the same time it's supposed to be held. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. Oh, listen, my thing is I'm all for trading Trey Turner for Russell Okung. Now, mind you, I'd rather Jeff Okudah instead of Derek Brown because I want a bona fide corner, which they're saying Jeff Okudah is. But I'm all for trading Trey Turner for Russell Okung, and I'm going to tell you why. Trey Turner had 2 years left on his contract, and the second year cost more money than the first year. If they are planning a rebuild pretty soon, why would you keep a guy with 2 years on his contract and it's going to cost you a lot of money? Then you wouldn't be able to do none stuff in the free agency next year that you're planning on. Secondly, Russell Okung is a left tackle, which we needed because our left tackle situation is pretty bad. We all already know that. That's why they was getting sacks like crazy last year. And third of all, Russell Okung, when healthy last year, was a pretty good left tackle. He didn't allow any pressures or sacks or anything like that when he was playing, but he had the embolism. He had something else that's kind of kept him off the field. Russell Okung might get cut. I don't think they're going to cut him because the O-line coach was the O-line coach for the Chargers and wanted Russell. He beat the table to get Russell Okung, so I doubt they cut him. Tab, if you ever text me, I'm going to keep my IG open. But yeah, so, I think Russell Okung's going to stay. But like I said, this free agency is going to be definitely interesting. We'll see how that whole thing plays out. Yes, Kyle Allen is absolute doo-doo, but Will Grier is worse. I'm not going to lie. Will Grier has been so bad. I mean, he played, 2 games? In one game, he threw 2-3 picks. The next game, he got knocked out. He was 0-4. Come on, bro. And I think a pick. So he played horribly. So I wouldn't be surprised if he get cut, to be honest with y'all. So we'll see how that goes. But he played horribly. Hopefully he can progress. Okay, if we cut Russell Okung, we can save another $13 million, which would be a good idea. But it depends. Because, again, that's what I was talking about. Thomas Davis is a great linebacker, but you also got to see if Thomas Davis, would it be smart to bring a guy from the old regime back to the new regime? I don't think that would be a good idea. If we cut, okay, should we bring TD back home? By the time he gone, he should have left last year. We need like 3 good pass rushers, 1 from the blind side, 1 in the middle, and 1 on the right side. True. I hope Carolina doesn't use Russell Okung as an excuse not to address our OT situation. Okung is a 1-year rental, not a long-term rental. Agreed. But that's why you do it, because I think they're going for broke for 1 year. This is why I think, because think about it. Cam's on a 1-year deal. Okung's on a 1-year deal. You know what I'm saying? James Bradbury, they're probably not going to pay. There's a lot of things that's going to happen. They want to save as much money as they can. So they're probably going to go for broke 1 year. And if it doesn't work out with Cam or Russell Okung or whatever, they're going to let those contracts expire and they're going to go to a full rebuild. That's what I think is going to happen. And yes, I did watch the Unmasked episode. It was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I like what they're doing. I like seeing behind the scenes. It's pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? But right now, there's so much stuff in flux that all they're doing is following around Matt Rule. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens when the season starts and whatever. And we don't even know the season's going to start on time because of this whole thing. Because I know they're saying the NBA is going to get pushed back till June. So, that's going to affect a lot of other stuff. But the good thing about it is this. The dead space between seasons is going to be shorter. Because I remember like there's like a month, like maybe July, where nothing's on. Basketball's not on. Baseball's the only thing on. Football's not on. And it's like kind of trash. By then, it's going to cut that out. Exactly. Draft officer from Louisville. He's a beast. Mekhi Becton is raw. But, like I said, I wouldn't be mad if they drafted him out also. But if you're going to draft him, I'll also try to trade Greg Little. If you're going to draft another left tackle, might as well get rid of Greg Little. Or move him to left guard. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But we'll see how that whole thing plays out. But I ain't going to lie. I would love to get another pass catcher, though, personally. I would love to get another pass catcher. Denzel Mim or, one of these guys. That would be great. So our O-line is looking like Okung, Little, Paradis, Daly, and Mo. Basically, yeah. That's what our line is looking like right now. If they get rid of Okung or whatever, or draft a left tackle, it might change up. Who knows? But that's what it's looking like right now. So, but like I said, free agency is pretty interesting. The temporary period is coming up soon, and that's going to be amazing. I really wonder who they're going to go after, because this is uncharted territory. We don't know what, you kind of see the tendencies of Ron Rivera and Marty Herney, you know what I'm saying? They're like big guys up front, stuff like that. But we don't know Matt Rule's type of offense, type of, style. So it's going to be interesting to see who he goes after. Robbie Anderson, they said it's going to be pretty hard to pry away from the Jets. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. But the other thing I want to talk about is this new CBA. And me personally, I love football. Y'all know I love football. Obviously, we all love football. We're all football fans here. But I think them signing this new CBA was a bad idea. The players, they got fleeced. And my issue is the players need to be willing to strike and to, do things to. Can Cam get a commitment? They doing him dirty. They are. What's going on, Trill One? They are doing Cam dirty, but I do understand why they're doing it. They want to know that he's healthy. Now, mind you, I think Cam Newton healthy can be a Super Bowl winning team, but we'll see how that whole thing plays out. But I think this new CBA is a joke, man. It cut a lot of money for the disabled players. They added a new game, extra game in, so it's gonna be 17 games, which is hard on the players because you're already playing 16 grueling weeks. Now you gotta play 17, or well, technically 16, no, 15 and 16 with the bye week. But it's just adding a new player, an extra playoff team, so one team doesn't get a bye. It's just it's like they're just doing whatever they can to make more money. It's like they did whatever it took just to get this deal done so they can make money. And that's the sad thing about it, because what I like about the NBA players is that they actually were willing to hold out. Remember the lockout year for the NBA? They sat out. They was at the Drew League. There was all these other places playing basketball instead of the NBA, and they got what they wanted. Now these guys actually get to be free and stuff like that. Like, no, there's players that's not gonna ever hit free agency. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes will never hit free agency because no matter what happens, he's either gonna get signed to a contract or franchise tag. And that's the messed up thing about it, man. Like, there's no player mobility. There's no like, if you're a great player, you might well just like look at Von Miller. Von Miller, no matter what's going on with the Broncos are not good right now. He's stuck there because either way they're gonna either franchise tag him or sign him to a contract. So it's kind of like, man, you know what I'm saying? You got really nothing to do. Like, look at Chad Johnson. What's going on, DeWin Nas? What's up? Ain't been into your stream in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Look at Chad Charles Johnson. He was in the same situation. He couldn't get out of the Lions contract, so he had to retire early. So you're gonna see a lot more retirements and stuff like that, man. But I think that CBA was trash, and I think they shouldn't have signed it. But the players, there's a group of players that can miss some game checks and not kill them and won't be hurting. And there's a lot of other players that will, if they miss a game check, will be hurting really badly. So who knows? Nah, Matt Paradis did not get cut. He's still on the team. So, but yeah, like I said, so we'll see how that whole thing plays out. That's definitely interesting. But yeah, man, I can't believe all this stuff has changed. The coronavirus has changed a lot of stuff. The coronavirus has changed everything. The whole off-season programming is different, so it's interesting, man. Definitely gonna be interesting. But like I said, I think the Panthers could be pretty good. The Panthers could be pretty good, depending on what Matt Rule and them do. And that's why I really want them to fortify the O-line, because I want Cam to have a fighting chance. I don't want Cam to be getting hit left and right and have to deal with, you know what I'm saying, he's not living up to the billing because he's getting sacked all the time. Give Cam a fair chance. Give him a left tackle. Give him an O-line that can protect him. And give him a fair chance so we can actually see what he is. You know what I'm saying? When healthy. So that's my mindset on that. But yeah, man. Like I said, there's a lot of things going on. Y'all stay safe, obviously, with this whole virus thing going on. Wash your hands. Everybody wash your hands. Y'all already know what it is. But yeah, man. Like I said, the Panthers are on a new trajectory. And it's kind of hard to see where they're going, but they're going somewhere. They're definitely going somewhere. I think they gave Bradbury $13 million. He turned it down. Of course he turned it down. He was trying to be. He already said he's trying to be the highest paid cornerback in the league, and I can't be mad at him for that. I can't be mad at him for declining that contract. I think the Trey Turner trade was a good idea. If you're gonna start rebuilding, you gotta start getting some of these pieces off your books. Personally, that's how I feel about it. If you're gonna and I like Trey Turner, he was a good player, but if you're gonna start rebuilding, you can't be cap strapped with all these contracts. Like, we already have the most dead cap of any team in the NFL, but that's because the contracts we give out are horrible. Matt Khalil, Luke Kuechly retiring, all these guys, and Luke Kuechly we didn't expect, but the Matt Khalil deal was horrible. You know what I'm saying? Dontari Poe was a bad deal. He never lived up to his billing. There's a lot of guys who didn't live up to the contracts that they got. So you got to start clearing up some of this cap space, man. Trey Turner, you know what I'm saying, was a Pro Bowler, yeah, but guess what? Our O-line was one of the worst in the league. So what does it matter having a Pro Bowl right guard if the rest of your line is trash? Might as well, you know what I'm saying, get him off the books and start, you know what I'm saying, trying to build that line from the bottom up at least. So, because our O-line was horrible last year. So, I think it's just this. The trade, people were like, they were like, why didn't we go out and get Jason Peters and keep Trey Turner? I'm like, first of all, Jason Peters had back injuries for the last few years. Jason Peters is rarely ever healthy for the Eagles. That's why they're letting him go. That's why they drafted his replacement. Secondly, why would we pay a guy? Because he's not going to want a one-year rental deal. He's going to want a multi-layer deal, more multi-years. So why would we pay a guy multi-years if we're going to start rebuilding soon? It makes no sense. It's not logical. But, again, people, you know what I'm saying, just like people are still saying that we should trade Cam Newton, even though Matt Rule said he wants him to be on his team. So you know, my mindset is I'm not mad about the Trey Turner trade. I'm not mad about none of that stuff. I want to see where this is going. I'm happy with let them test let them test the free agency, man. Save not almost 10 million by declining his option. So we went from 34 million to 44 million, just like that. And I expect us to cut Mike Davis or whatever his name is. How much do you think the Panthers should give CMC? I mean, he earned his contract, so whatever they give him, I'm good. But they should definitely pay him what he wants because he deserves it. You know what I'm saying? And he's not, even though if he you know what I'm saying, he's not a high contact football or running back. So even if he does, like, you know what I'm saying, gets older, he can still catch out the backfield. You can even make him a slot receiver if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel about the situation. But, like, I don't know, man. I want to see what's going to happen with DJ Moore. I want to see what's going to happen with DJ Moore because Steve Smith said he's not a number one receiver. They said they need a bona fide number one receiver, and this is the receiver draft right here. So, I don't know. I think they definitely should get a receiver in the second round or something like that. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get one in the first round, try to get one in the second round. Like I said, like a Denzel Mims, who can be dominant for Cam and for the offense. As much as I want defense, and especially because I think if you get, let's say, a Jeff Okudah in the first round and then get a Denzel Mims in the second round, they're going to both grow dramatically by going against each other every day in practice. So that's just how I feel about that. But like I said, I think the Panthers are in a good situation. I'm all for Mims. I think he's a baller. And then because of the whole situation, there's so many good players. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Steve Smith said he's not a number one receiver. So, just keep that in mind. You know, I like DJ Moore. I think he can be I don't think you need a number one receiver, a bona fide number one receiver, but it is good to have one. And I think Denzel Mims can be that. I think he might be a steal in the second round, especially how fast he ran. He's a very physical receiver. I seen him at the Senior Bowl and at his highlights and stuff like that. Very physical receiver, very good hand catcher. So I don't know, man. I think he'll be a good pickup. So I think it's a good little pick. I think that'll be a good little pickup for them. But we'll see how that plays out. But we'll see. Obviously, what Matt Rule thinks, what Joe Brady thinks, and I definitely think you should get. Like some people were saying, we should get Corey Coleman from the Browns to kind of take that Jarvis Wright situation. I wouldn't be mad at that either because we need another receiver as far as that. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. I think AJ Green is gonna be franchise tag. I think Joe Burrow told them if they don't have AJ Green, he gonna be pissed. So I think they're gonna do whatever makes him happy, and I think they're gonna franchise tag him. So AJ, you might well take AJ Green off the board. I think he's been franchise tagged already. So yeah, it's not gonna happen. AJ is out of there. Oh, I hate Brent Burson. I ain't gonna lie, I hated Brent Burson so much. I hated Brent Burson. Brent Burson was a fair catch king, man. Anytime he did punt return, fair catch, fair catch, fair catch. He never got no positive yardage. But I really want to see what the Matt Rule situation is going to look like. Because it's all speculation right now. But I really want to see how this whole thing is going to play out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think DJ Moore can be a number one receiver. Well, a high number two receiver. I think we don't really have a number one because the number one is the type of guy you go to no matter what the situation. I don't think DJ Moore is that. I don't think he's a guy you go to no matter what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't classify him as a number one receiver. Like Steve Smith, it don't matter if he was covered or not. You going at the end of the game, you're gonna force him the ball. I don't see that for DJ Moore. So that's why I can't really say he's number one, but he's a very high level number two receiver. So, and yeah, you're right. It was with a backup quarterback. He played great. But again, is he the type of player that when you need a touchdown or you need a big play, he's going to make it happen? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Oh, that's another pickup. I think we should get Xavier Rhodes. I think Xavier Rhodes would be a good pickup for us. He's a big, long, physical corner. And obviously, you know, he's not as good as he used to be, but he's still better. He'll be a good number two corner. If you get Jeff Okudah, you get Xavier Rhodes, I think that's a good little tandem right there. You can have a good, that's what I'm saying. Put Curtis in the slot, have DJ Moore as a number two receiver, and have Denzel Mims at the number one receiver, whatever, or an outside receiver. And then now when you have a speedster, you know what I'm saying, in the slot, you have a route running tactician as DJ Moore, and you'll have a big body physical receiver in Denzel Mims. I think that'll be a good little lineup. Xavier Rhodes garbage. Xavier Rhodes, I can't call him garbage. I think he's not as good as he used to be. Because remember, Xavier Rhodes used to be a number one corner. But obviously, he's not as good as he used to be. But if you get him on a smaller deal as a number two corner or a Trey Waynes, come on, man. That's a good look. That's a nice pickup. People thought Ross Cockrell was garbage. You know what I'm saying? He was bouncing around the league for a while. Sometimes it just takes the right system or the right situation to make you look better than you are. And I think Xavier Rhodes still got some left in the tank. He's not that old. How old is Xavier Rhodes? I think he's like 27 maybe. Because look at Josh Norman. Josh Norman, when he was in Carolina, looked like a superstar. Then he went to Redskins and looked like a bum. So, you never know, man. He's 29 years old. He's not that old. I think he'll be a good pickup. $29, and he's like 6 foot. It's a good little pickup, man. Exactly. Who would you rather have as your number two corner, Dante Jackson or Xavier Rhodes? I'll take Xavier Rhodes and put Dante Jackson in the slot and get Jeff Okudah. Now you got a really good three cornerback situation. That's me personally. That's what I would do. I'll take Xavier Rhodes. I'll put him as a number two corner. Ronald Darby, Jermaine Johnson, Logan Ryans. See, okay, Brian Jones is gonna be too expensive. He wants max money. Jermaine Johnson might be a good pickup too, but I think Xavier Rhodes is better than Jermaine Johnson. So I think Bashard Breeland, we had an opportunity with him. I don't want Chris Harris Jr. You know what I'm saying? Kendall Fuller is pretty good. But we need to get some corners, man, because we don't got no corners on the board right now. And that's our position of need, like, drastically. James Bradbury's going to be a free agent. Ross Cockrell's a free agent. We need corners bad. And I think Xavier Rhodes would be a nice pickup. So we'll see how this free agency thing happens. The tampering period is on, so I'm happy for it, man. I'm really excited. I just want to see how this is going to affect everything, though, because not being in an interview, not being able to get into groups, not being able to have a conversation with the players and all that stuff. They basically saying players can't even work out with each other. It's crazy stuff going on. So we'll see how this whole thing plays out. But let me ask y'all a question. Are y'all mad at Rudy Gobert for giving Donovan Mitchell the coronavirus? Because me personally, like, I feel like he didn't know he had it. So I can't, like, kill somebody for not knowing that they have something and giving it to somebody else by accident. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he knew. Like, it's different if he knew and he was just, like, being irresponsible, but he didn't know he took it as a joke like most people do. Like I took it like I didn't take it that seriously the first time I heard about it either because I thought it was just gonna blow over like most things do, but it didn't. So I like Ross Cockrell, but it also depends who else likes Ross Cockrell. See again, free agency. The reason why it's good to be free is because people could drive up the price. We might think Ross Cockrell is gonna be cheap. But what if somebody else throws more money at Ross Cockrell and you don't want to spend that much money on him? You know what I'm saying? What if somebody says, hey, we'll give you $13 million. You want to pay $13 million for Ross Cockrell? I don't think so. So it just depends on what they're willing to pay. You know what I'm saying? So, and I really like Javon Elliott too. But I feel like we already spent the draft capital on Dante Jackson. At least let him play in the slot. And I think that speed can really help. And I think he just had a bad year last year, personally. But I like Javon Elliott, too. But, yeah, man. It's going to be an interesting free agency, interesting draft. Hopefully, they both don't... Well, I don't think free agency is going to get pushed back. But the draft might get pushed back because depending on how the situation is going, it might get pushed back. Oh, another question I want to ask y'all. Is y'all public schools shut down because... in South Florida, Miami, Broward, and Palm Beach schools have been shut down. So no kids going to school with this whole coronavirus thing going on. So what the? Again, I don't think so either. But again, who's to say? Maybe it's not 13 million. What if it's 8 million? What if the Panthers don't want to pay 8 million to this guy? Again, you gotta remember, it's not. It just matter about what they willing to pay. If they pay him 8 million and the Panthers like, nah, we can probably get, you know what I'm saying, somebody better for that kind of money, they're not gonna pay him. It all matters on what he wants to get paid. Because he played well last year. And that's his argument. He'll be like, I played well last year. Look at my tape. I think he got an interception. He played pretty well. He actually played better than Dante Jackson last year. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. But they might throw the bag at him, and he might be like, I'm out of there. Yeah, the school I'm from, they say like 2 to 3 weeks. So it's crazy. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Exactly. He came back from a broken leg. So, but the other thing I want to talk to y'all about, so I'll talk to y'all about the virus thing, free agency, what I think we should go for in the draft, which I think it should be Jeff Okudah or Isaiah Simmons. Either one of them I'm really happy about. I don't really care about Derek Brown that much, be honest with you. I'd much rather Jeff Okudah or Isaiah Simmons, personally. What was I going to say again? I'm actually leaning more towards Jeff Okudah than Isaiah Simmons, though, which is kind of interesting. So, I like Isaiah Simmons a lot, but I think Shaq Thompson could be a good linebacker for us, too. I think he just never had an opportunity to run the middle like Luke has. But we'll see how that whole thing plays out. But, yeah, man. Also, the other thing I was thinking about doing, I want to figure out a way to do gaming with you guys, live stream gaming. So I'm looking into that. I like Kinlaw, but I don't know. Unless we trade back, we're probably not going to draft them. I don't know. There's too many other good prospects. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the Isaiah Simmons, the Jeff Okudahs, you know what I'm saying, the Derek Browns. Kinlaw is kind of further down the list. So I don't see, unless we trade back, which is a possibility. But we'll see how the whole thing plays out. But yeah, man, I want to start doing gaming or whatever on the live stream. That would be dope. Plus, you know what I'm saying, I want to play some of you guys. All y'all know I got a PlayStation 4. Y'all already know how it is. So I want to start kind of doing open challenges on 2K. Probably, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not great on. I'm alright. But we'll see how that whole thing plays out. Oh, that's the other thing I want to talk about. What do y'all think about 2K getting a football game finally? I'm excited about that. I am really excited about 2K getting a football game. I'm really, really excited about that. I want to see how they do it. I think if they do a good job, they might be able to push Madden out of competition as far as with the NFL. The PS5, I think it's gonna be pushed back because of this whole thing. But I like C.J. Henderson. I also like A.J. Terrell from Clemson. I like Darman Arnett from Ohio State. But my thing is, the second round pick, I think it should go to what's his name? Denzel Mims, personally. So unless we trade back or we find another way to get another pick, I think he should be the number one. He should be our number 2 pick, in my opinion, if he's on the board. But yeah, man, I want to start live streaming. I definitely want to do some gaming. You know what I'm saying, and have my live stream fans or whatever play me on some video games. I think that'll be dope. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna try to figure out how to finagle that into some of the live streams I do for y'all. And what do y'all think is gonna be better? Do y'all think the 2K game is gonna be better or the Madden game? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think 2K is gonna be better. I think 2K is gonna be better because I should trust their product more. This Madden game that came out is not bad. I'm not gonna, it's not a trash game like the last few, but I think 2K can make it a much better football game than EA can. Obviously, we see they make a much better basketball game than the NBA Live. So I think 2K is gonna do some really big things with this situation, personally. I think it'll be really dope. And like I said, new CBA is and I definitely think the new CBA is some trash. I definitely think it's some trash. I think the NFL players definitely got fleeced, and they should be willing to hold out, man. But like you said, I think I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think punters should have a say so. They're punters, bro. There's freaking punters. The punter is on the field some of the least amount of time. They get on the field, they punt, they go back and sit down. So for their vote to weigh so heavily compared with everybody else's, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And for 500 players to not vote also makes no sense to me, because this is affecting your disabilities, your all this stuff, man. But I guess they don't realize how important it is until after they retire. But who knows? And this CBA is gonna be running for 11 years, so I don't know. But yeah, man, I can't wait till that PS5 come out. Hopefully it come out this year, but like I said, I think it's gonna get pushed back because a lot of things, like I think the new Apple phone is gonna get pushed back. A lot of things getting pushed back because of the whole coronavirus thing. So, but yeah, man, I just wanna do a live stream, check in with y'all, let y'all know what's going on with me. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. I love chopping up with y'all, tuning in, whatever. Shout out to Trill One, shout out to C, shout out to Monet 2K. Y'all already know what it is. Kendrick McMichaels. Shout out to all the people who's always been rocking with me. And still rocking with me to this time, whatever. Shout out to y'all. What else? I can't wait for the new 2K game. Be on the lookout for gaming stuff that I'm gonna start doing, because I'm gonna start issuing challenges. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start challenging people to 2K, because I'm more confident in that than I am in my Madden skills. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, be on the lookout for that also. And yeah, man. Shout out to y'all for tuning in. Shout out to everybody who tuned in to this live stream. And I'm going to see y'all next time, man. And I guess AJ Green is not going to be a free agent, so my dreams have been dashed and shattered. But I'm going to holler at y'all, man. See y'all next time. Peace. And be on the lookout for my other streams and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? More content coming y'all way. Y'all already know what it is. Mm-mm.